I did it. Welcome back.
You are dumb.
I kept psyching Annie out about when I was gonna hit record. I was like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and she didn't know when I was gonna do it, and I got her pretty good.
True, I didn't know.
Welcome back to the. Why don't we have an intro song?
Ren.
Oh, we do. We just edited it in. We just.
Oh yeah.
What if we sang an intro song every time?
Ren. Stumpy. Podcast.
Shit yourself.
What? Did you just say? We are songwriters.
Did you hear about the airplane that had to turn around because they diarrheaed down the hall? Did you not hear about this? There was a Delta flight. Sorry, we're jumping right into something, but there was a Delta flight that, like, I think they were on their way to Barcelona. Annie is yawning already, and I'm telling you a diarrhea story. How can you?
I'm sorry.
Anyway, there was a Delta flight on the way to Barcelona that ended up having to turn around, go back, and like make an emergency stop. They had to clean the airplane for 5 hours and replace all of the carpet because someone had diarrhea and didn't make it to the bathroom and poop, brown goo all over down the hall.
Shit, poop, brown goo.
Yeah, they did that.
They brown gooed everywhere.
They brown gooed. They got the runs all down the aisle.
Is that true?
It's 100% true.
You're 100% for serious right now.
Yes, I am 100%
for true.
For true. For true, this is real. Delta
I don't
flight
need proof. I don't
diarrhea emergency. I'm gonna Google it.
I think you needed all those words.
Shut up. Yeah, September 7th, 2023. So it happened a few weeks ago. It happened on September 1st. This article is from September 7th, 2023. A passenger on board a Delta flight from Atlanta to Barcelona experienced extreme diarrhea, forcing the aircraft to make a U-turn. I don't know why they have this picture, because that's not what happened, but...
The picture is of, like, a crop duster.
No one was
it's like crop dusting diarrhea.
The name of this article is No One Was Prepared for the Diarrhea Plane.
I wouldn't be either. Yeah. I would not be prepared for the diarrhea.
And the best part is... The woman who did it got back on the flight. And can you imagine sitting
shame.
Can you imagine sitting next to her being like, this is your fault. You are the shit girl. And like,
they all got refunds,
can you imagine being that person? I don't know what they did, but
better have.
Their flight was just crazy delayed, that's for sure. But just can you imagine that happening? And you have to, well, because it's like a what do they call like a biohazard. So they're like, we can't fly with this just out in the open air for hours on end. So yeah, they had to emergency turn around.
Also, like, there's no way for the air to get out. It's just circulating the diarrhea air.
Yeah, so it was not safe. I wonder if they had to, like, drop the masks for people. To, like...
Maybe.
Like, oxygen masks. Can you imagine how embarrassing... I'm not even kidding, kill myself.
I would be booking a private jet no matter how much it cost so I didn't have to see anybody.
Jet off a cliff. I would kill myself. I could never be seen in public again, ever. Ever. That is the most embarrassing thing I can imagine ever happening to a person.
Yikes. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, sorry. That's not the topic of the day. That was I don't even know how that got brought up. But.
Any life updates this week?
I got engaged!
Nope. She's lying.
Damn it. I thought I could just like manifest.
Psych! That was a fake
I'm talking way too loud into my microphone though.
Oh, sorry.
Life updates from this week? No, I had COVID last week. Oh, remember last week when we were recording and I had a sore throat and I was like, oh, it's allergies. It wasn't.
Twas COVID.
It was COVID. So yeah, I had to quarantine for a week. And then after that, I went on a little vacation to St. George.
With the boyf.
With the boyf, my boyf.
The boyf.
With the boyf.
Speaking of boyfs.
Don't. What are you going to say? Oh, what are you going to say? Don't.
What do you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to tell them that you had a date this week. And I was like, that's embarrassing. Don't bring that up.
That's what I was going to say.
I read your mind.
And he's going on a date. First one in like in a year and a half.
So next time we'll update you on how it went.
I've been talking to this girl on a dating app for like 2 weeks, and she just barely finally asked me out.
Do you know what would be so funny? If you like end up marrying her, and then you have this like podcast to go back on, and you can be like, "Babe, listen to this.
That'd
this
be awesome."
Is me talking about you.
I probably am gonna marry her, so you know.
Well, the thing is, I had texts that I kept forever. I never delete texts, but my phone somehow, like the settings, I never set the setting, and I don't know how. they got changed, like, all my messages would delete after a year, and I didn't notice in time. And I used to have all these texts saved of me talking to you and Mia before I met Nathan in person, when I had just seen his profile, and I, like, sent you guys pictures, like, look at this guy, look how handsome he is.
You know whose phone doesn't delete texts? You can find them on my phone if you want to.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if Mia has them, though, but anyway, I just think they're so funny to look at, of, like...
Well, you can look back through mine if you need to.
That's a good idea. Anyway, the way that I, like, talked about him before I actually met him and stuff.
The shame
just, like,
of her
cute.
showing me his picture and me saying, he's hot.
He is a really attractive man. I don't judge you for it. It's different. It's weird now because we're like,
he's basically my brother now, but...
Yeah, but, like, I don't know.
He's a handsome guy.
Okay, I have a tip for people. If you have a friend who shows you someone's profile on a dating app,
keep it low key.
Careful what you say. Even if you're like, damn, that person's like literally super sexy, you gotta be careful, because like, what if it works out for them?
They'll hold that against
like,
you
imagine
forever.
if they end up getting married and they have this evidence of you being like, he's hot as fuck, and that's so awkward to like have that. Yeah, because I have texts from Mia too where she was sending like heart eyes and she's like, damn, bestie. And awkward.
Yikes.
I mean,
also,
I
happy
think it's funny.
6-month anniversary to Mia and Sarah.
I should have said something to. I haven't said anything to her actually about it.
I haven't either.
So
I
this
just
is
saw her story.
this is my official.
I said it first.
You did. This is my official congratulations. Okay, to be fair, I don't think Mia's ever congratulated me on an anniversary,
Okay, fair.
so I don't deserve. She doesn't deserve it.
Do you post about specific anniversaries though? Do you?
Also,
Like,
I
so
take
does
that
she
back.
even
Mia,
know?
I was kidding. Of course you deserve it. I was joking. I did about like our 1 year.
Okay.
I don't think I did any month.
I don't think I
ones.
congratulated
Nathan
you for
and
your
I,
anniversary
before our like
either,
1 year,
so.
we never celebrated like month to month anniversaries. We never really did
6
that.
months is big,
We
though.
would like, yeah. I mean, we acknowledged it,
Yeah.
but we never really did anything for it. I don't know. I know there are some people who like make a big deal out of like every single month anniversary.
That's
Like,
just a bit much, I think.
good for you guys. Like, that's cute if you guys are doing all that, but
I might
I don't
disagree
know.
if I was actually in a relationship, though, because I can see myself doing that. Because I'd be way too
so
obsessed,
I'm actually
probably.
surprised that I'm not the kind of person that does it. You'd think
Yeah,
I would
that is
be-
surprising to me.
Yeah, but it's just a thought, and I'm
Yeah.
poor.
Fair.
And like, it's
That's
not like
valid.
dates always have to cost money, but doing big celebrations for anniversaries and things like that, it's usually like
Yeah.
at least
You're
maybe
expected to spend a little something.
gift, or just go out on a date, maybe just at least get dinner. But even
Yeah.
that like adds up. And I know you're probably like, you can't do one date a month. No, Nathan and I don't go on dates very often. We spend a lot of time together.
Yeah.
But we're both homebodies, and we don't really feel the need to go out that much, I think. And we're happy that way, and it's easier for us to save money. And I feel like you can have home dates, and it can still be just as meaningful. So, yeah, going out on dates.
Anyway,
not
next
big.
episode, mark my words, I'll have a girlfriend. So.
Okay, Annie, you need to chill.
I'm kidding. I'm 100% kidding, I promise.
Girl, you're gonna come back and be
I'm not
like,
even getting my hopes up.
you're gonna come back and be like, this bitch, it was horrible.
No, but seriously, we do have a lot in common, and she's really cute, so I'm just saying.
Let everyone wish Annie
just saying.
luck. Oh, should we check our email? I want to see if we ended up
we
getting
absolutely
anything.
should. We should check our stats again today, too.
You want to?
Yeah.
We'll check the stats at the end. We'll check the email right now, just out of curiosity.
Carry on.
Curiosity.
Carry on.
Hello, what just happened?
What?
I think I just subscribed to a news article thing about the Delta flight with the Ren and Stumpy account. I don't know how that happened. I was trying to log into the Ren and Stumpy account, but then I was like, I think I subscribed to something.
Interesting.
All right, well, if we start getting emails from Delta about their poop things. Okay, no, we got a Google security alert.
Oh, awesome. You guys suck. Do better.
And we got Pop Mech. Oh, this is what I just subscribed to on accident. Oh my god. Literally, we got this email 2 seconds ago. Not even kidding. At 9:20 p.m.
Guys,
Guess what? It's
do
9:21
better. What did we do? Did we have a fandom name? Did we decide on
Dumpsters.
One? Dumpsters. Well, dumpies, do better.
You are holding true to your name. You guys are garbage.
Dumpsters. Dumpster.
All right. Mal, do you want to talk about what we actually plan to talk about today? 'Cause
Yes.
We're already almost 10 minutes in, and we have not.
Let's do it.
So, shout out to Kendall for helping us come up with this idea.
Hi,
actually.
Kendall.
Hi, Kendall. Annie and I have a tendency when texting each other to send screenshots of just like comments we see on like TikTok or Instagram or whatever. Because I'm sure you guys know Instagram comments, TikTok comments,
my
whatever.
gosh.
Social media comments
Are
are
so dumb.
a horrible place to be. Like, especially on Instagram. I don't know what is going on Instagram.
The whole trend with like the little kids and everybody
calling them the N-word?
Yeah.
Dude, what is that?
When every time a little
N-word?
kid makes a video, all the comments
That
are
needs
calling
to
them little
stop.
N-word. That is so weird.
Such a
oh my
weird
gosh.
trend.
So strange.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've noticed a lot of comments that we're just like, what is wrong with people? And sometimes it's people are just genuinely stupid and you're like, this is the least intelligent thing I've ever seen, to the point that's just like really funny. And sometimes people are just vile assholes who comment the meanest shit. Then I'm like, why do you need to do this? What in your brain does this satisfy? Like, I don't know why people act like this. And it's often men, but not always. I have some things to share. I don't know if you want to go first. Do you have like a more funny one? Let's start a little lighthearted.
Okay, so
mine are pretty negative.
I was going to start by addressing what this girl on TikTok referred to as the "what about me" effect.
Oops, sorry.
That has been a big thing recently.
What about me effect?
And the example that she used is this video of a girl making soup. Mm-hmm. And it's for like people with like low iron, or like when you're on your period and you need more iron. It's a bean soup. It's a soup that's just full of beans, like a million different kinds of beans.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with the "what about me effect." People are always like, but I can't have that.
Literally, the comments are full of people saying, I don't like beans. Is there something else I can do? And it's like, obviously not. It is a bean soup. Make something else. Like,
so,
like, how is that not obvious to you? But this is a really common thing recently.
I just think that is so funny for someone to be like, imagine like someone posting a recipe and there's just like, here's my recipe for chicken Caesar salad. And someone's like, I don't like chicken Caesar salad.
Literally, that's exactly what those comments were.
Like, why?
Like,
it's not every single thing on the internet is going to be specifically tailored to you.
Or there are things that are like really obvious. They'll be like, I don't like raspberries. Can I use strawberries instead? And it's like, obviously, yes.
Yeah. It's
what would be the problem there?
It's, like
literally just like what they're putting on the top of the yogurt or something.
A garnish.
Yeah, literally. I'm like,
here's my oatmeal.
Yes.
I put berries. Oh, could I use apples?
Like, yeah, do whatever the hell you want, dude.
It's your
like,
food.
No,
that's one thing. Some of the like, there are a lot of comments I notice like that people ask questions about things and they're always the most dumb, obvious questions. Then
so
like,
upsetting.
I'm trying to be so nice. I don't want to be that person that's making mean comments on the internet because I hate those people.
Yeah.
But oh my god, how are you so stupid?
Yeah. But yeah, so this has been a very big thing, is that just everybody wants every video to be exactly for them. They take the For You page way too literally.
If you don't like something, guess what, guys? You can scroll. Okay. Did you know that? Did you know that you can just keep scrolling and not watch the video?
I see videos that are like recommending horror movies sometimes, and I hate horror movies. I'm not going to go in the comments and say, I don't like horror movies. Any other recommendations? No! I just skipped the video because it's not for me. Like,
calm down.
Anyways, so I have one example it doesn't perfectly fit this, but
it reminds
me. I told you about this one already.
Really
actually.
loud,
Sorry,
by the way. We're gonna probably blow out these mics. We need to chill. We're getting too heated.
I told you about this one already over text, but we haven't talked about it in person.
I'm trying to remember.
Well, you'll remember.
Wait, no, I want to remember. I want to remember. I don't remember. No.
4.
I don't remember.
3.
Come back to me.
2.
No, it's fine.
1.
I don't remember.
No, so it was about the autoimmune disorder that both of us have. So we have this condition
okay, I do remember now.
Called Hashimoto's. It's a thyroid condition.
It's low thyroid, basically.
Yeah.
Low thyroid to the point where it will never, like, come back. It's just going to keep getting lower till it dies.
It's just destroying your thyroid, basically. And it was this video about this woman talking about Hashimoto's and about, like, some of the symptoms of it, and, like, just, it was about Hashimoto's, right?
Yeah.
And this girl in the comments says, or I don't know what their gender was, whatever. This person in the comments says, what if I have some of these symptoms, but all of my thyroid lab work is normal and my thyroid imaging is normal?
Then you don't have Hashimoto's.
Then you don't have Hashimoto's. Like, your symptoms still matter and you still deserve treatment for those symptoms, but it's just not what you have. Like, what kind of question is that? And also, like, wouldn't you have talked to your doctor about this already? If you were getting lab work done for your thyroid, wouldn't have you already discussed what it possibly could have also been with your doctor? Like, why are you asking a TikTok comment section about it?
I don't know. It's like, I can understand doing something like that if it's, like, the person making the content is, like, a doctor who shares their knowledge about sort of stuff like that, and you're just noticing, like, I have these symptoms, but I don't have Hashimoto's. do you have any advice on what else I should get checked out kind of thing? But it wasn't. It was just someone who has Hashimoto's who's like, hey, I wanted to let you guys know these symptoms are pretty common and it might be this thing because this is what I have and I just want to let you know.
No, I'm like...
The person's not going to be able to diagnose you. Like, they're sharing something about Hashimoto's. If you already got tested for Hashimoto's and you know you don't have it...
Yeah, I'm like...
Then you don't have
this
it. Like,
video isn't for you. Move on. Like, talk to your doctor about what else it could be. Like,
that one's not too bad. I'll say that one's a pretty mild one.
Yeah,
I definitely see stupider people out there.
I was just like, really?
But it is like a problem that people are like, this doesn't apply to me. Oh, not everything is gonna apply to you. That's fine. Yeah. Move on.
Alrighty, you got one?
Yeah. Well,
let's hear it.
I saved my screenshots into a folder, so let me see what I got. I don't remember all of them, to be honest, but I know I have some.
I just wrote mine down in a note.
Oh, okay. This one's kind of relevant because this was a few weeks ago. Shout out to 9/11. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. This one is a 9/11 one.
Okay.
So,
let's maybe not shout out 9/11.
Let's not shout them out, but like, never forget, I guess.
Yeah, anyway, never forget.
So, someone shared a video that like, someone who was in New York at the time happened to have this home video of the moment that they saw the towers collapse, which is a crazy home video to have,
crazy,
right?
Yeah.
So these people, they're literally sitting in their apartment, like, you can see the towers in the distance from their window. They're sitting in their apartment, they're just talking, being silly, like having drinks together. And then the girl that they're filming, you see her face the moment she sees the towers, and she like screams. She freaks out. She's like, oh my God, like freaks out. Because obviously, right, that's freaky. And then the camera pans over and you see the towers and it's like, whoa, this is a crazy thing that they happen to get on camera.
That is crazy to have that on camera.
And that's it. That's the whole video. Okay. And like, you think most people would just be like, whoa, crazy that you guys happen to get this. Or like, what a crazy reaction to have, you know, on camera. And this person, girl,
I can't even imagine what is about to happen.
This is what the person commented. Felix said, I mean, let's dox them. Felix _ go. I actually don't know how to say their last name. Anyway, so they said, why were they just standing around filming instead of helping the people in the building? I initially thought that was
a joke, right?
That has to be satire because no one would actually say that.
Yeah.
Because it's 9/11.
Right.
And we all know what happened on 9/11.
That's not something you can help
You're
with.
in your apartment blocks away. You can't just be like, run, let's go help.
Let's go.
And someone said, well, I'm not going to say the whole thing because they said the N-word, but we'll ignore that part. They said, N-word, please tell me you're joking. And the original commenter said, they could have at least called 911 to make police aware of the attack. You cannot be serious. Like, this man was 100% like, no, I'm serious. Like, why weren't they doing anything about it?
There's no possible way
that you're that stupid.
They're that dumb.
Do you think,
like, you really think they're probably the only people who saw this?
Do they know anything about 9/11? Do they not know how flooded 911 was with calls that day? Do they not think that there were already people on there? Also, what are these people doing? What are these people in their living room gonna do about it?
Yeah, like...
Honestly, if I were in that situation, my first thing would be...
Get as far away as possible.
Is the debris gonna affect us from how close we are should we get out? Like, save yourself first. That's not the end of the... It's like not the worst thing to do. If you're in an emergency like that, it's okay to save yourself. Yeah. They say on airplanes, if there's gonna be a crash, put the mask on yourself first.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about myself. I am not gonna be running towards the building to help
Twin
people.
Towers, dude.
Also, it's just crazy that, like, he's judging these people about something that happened on 9/11, 22 years ago.
Yeah.
Like... What? It was literally just a home video that was like, that's a crazy reaction to have on camera.
That is
and he's like,
insane.
They should have been helping. Can't believe they didn't even, they're just sitting there screaming.
I see people make that joke all the time when it's like obviously something they couldn't do anything about, but
and that's why
he's actually serious.
And that's why I looked at the replies, and when I saw his replies, I was like, no way, this dude's for real. Who is like this? That's so stupid.
That's upsetting.
Yeah.
That man is probably allowed to vote.
That man is an idiot. That man wouldn't have run towards the building. Right. That man also would have been sitting there screaming, I'll tell you that.
Yikes. Next one, I guess. Oh my gosh. This one was ridiculous. Okay. This is just people are stupid, and I'm like, can you just literally not read? Like, learn how to read.
I hate ones like that.
Like, comprehend what's happening in the video, please.
Sorry, this entire video, or this entire podcast, by the way, we're probably just going to be really, like, upset.
Yep, that's my favorite thing
to do. Kind of angry and complaining. Yeah, so,
and
sorry.
mean. Anyways, so this video was, oh my gosh. Okay, so it was this girl. She makes, like, covers of songs, but, like, if they were sung by Phoebe Bridgers.
Okay.
It was like Phoebe Bridgers or Lizzie McAlpine. Those were the like
in that style.
Yeah, in their style,
Sure.
right? And so she did Sweatshirt by Jacob Sartorius.
No.
First of all, that song low-key has gorgeous lyrics. You have to see this video. I'll try to find it again.
Isn't that all he says over and over again?
No, it's actually more than that.
What?
The line is, if you're not ready for my kiss, you can wear my sweatshirt. It's actually like beautiful and it's like waiting for consent and like we can take this as slow as you want.
That's
and
funny,
it's actually beautiful
Jacob
when it's
Sartorius
sung
was
in a
like,
different...
what, 12 when he released
Yeah,
that?
no, literally. But no, it's actually kind of beautiful when
That's
sung
kind
in
of
a
cute.
different
Yeah, especially for like a little
style,
junior high
right?
crush. That's kind of cute.
No,
yeah.
it's actually very cute. But, so, like, I would actually listen to the song. I'm not even kidding. And then one of the comments, I shit you not, literally said, Phoebe Bridgers coded.
Oh, you
And I'm like,
dumbass
did you not...
bitch. Do you not know what the video
read the
is?
title of the video. I cannot do this anymore. I just can't. First of all, people calling things like anything coded
You don't
bothers
like
me.
that?
I just don't like it. It just drives me nuts
I
for
think
some
there's
reason.
a time and place for it, but it's overused.
Especially because I'm pretty sure it stems from, like, queer coded, which is actually, like, an important thing, and, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's weird. I know it's
feel like
nitpicky and it's stupid that I
feel
care
like
about it, but...
it can be funny, but it has a time and a place.
Yeah,
and
it's gotten way too common.
people overuse it,
It's just
so the
annoying.
point
But
is
that's
it's not
not the
really
biggest
funny.
thing here. The biggest thing is that they couldn't just like read the title of the
Yeah.
video. It's like in huge letters over the top of the video at the beginning.
That's basically like someone being like, "Here's my best impression of Donald Trump," and then someone commenting, "Whoa, you kind of sounded like Donald Trump."
No, literally, that's exactly what it was.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm like, you're just...
And it's like, great, yeah, thanks. That's what it,
And
it was like.
I just hope to God that they
That
were
reminds
joking
me of,
or something.
did I tell you the other day when I was really mean to someone on the internet? Because it was, I'm usually not mean to people on the internet, guys. Please
when
don't
I have
cancel me
mean
for
things
this.
to say, I usually just don't say anything.
I
on
don't
the internet,
either, but for some reason, I thought this guy was so stupid, I couldn't let it go.
You go for it.
But
what'd
it
you
was
say?
this video.
I think you told me about it, but I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it was this video of this guy who was like, showing like how they eat bread and butter in some country in like Europe, because they put like a lot more butter on than we do, like, and just showing how they would eat it and like prepare it or whatever. And he said like, this is like my favorite way to eat bread and butter, whatever, in maybe it was like France or something. And then he showed the like brand of butter, and he said out loud, "This is my favorite kind of butter." And he unpackaged it after that. So you didn't actually see the butter at all before he said multiple times, "This is butter." And he puts the butter on the bread, he eats it, whatever. A lot of people in the comments are like, "That's gross, that's a lot of butter," or whatever. And then this one guy is like, "I thought that was cheese at first." Hey, he said butter 8 times before he even showed you what it was. He said butter multiple times. And I responded. I called him out because I thought he was so stupid. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He said it was butter multiple times before showing the butter. And then this man had the audacity to reply, "Oh, sorry, I was watching it muted." It had captions, bro. It had captions.
Sorry, I'm illiterate, actually.
I try to be nice. I try to be understanding to people. I don't want to bully people on the internet, and I hate it when people do. But, dude, you're just...
No, that deserves a little
This is what I think
bullying.
happened. I think that when he saw it, he thought that butter looked like cheese. And he wanted to be cute and quirky in the comments and was like, "I thought that was cheese at first," because he thought it looked like cheese.
Yeah.
But he just made himself look really stupid because we all knew it was butter. We literally all knew. He said it out loud and he put it in captions. I don't care if you're blind or deaf. One of those could have gotten it. Anyway, so I'm being so mean and I need to stop.
No, I
And
don't
I'm
blame you. That's
I'm
really
sorry. But anyway,
stupid.
after he said, "Sorry, I was watching," I responded to him and I was like, "What are you talking about? How's captions?" And then I think he deleted his comment. So I'm sorry. If that guy happens to be listening, I'm sorry I bullied you. I just thought what you said was really stupid. Anyway, you can go.
Okay,
That wasn't actually one of my ones to share. That's just something I remembered from a few weeks ago.
This one wasn't actually about the like comments. This was just about a video I saw, and I thought it was worth being in this.
That's
thing.
Yeah, that's fair too.
It
Just
was
talking about stupid things we see on the internet.
I'm trying to remember exactly what it was because I like wrote down just like a tiny little thing to remind myself, and now I can't remember exactly what it was. But basically, it was someone saying like, "Why do you care so much about blah 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 if it only affects blank % of the population?" That was the basic thing,
I hate
right?
those kinds of things.
And first of all, if it affects anyone negatively, you should care. But
Yeah.
whatever. And I don't even remember what the thing was. I literally don't remember this video that well. But the percentage was 20% of people
That's 1 in 5. That's a lot of people.
Do you not know basic math? 20% of the population is a huge number of people. That is a ridiculous number of people.
People do not understand percentages and fractions.
0.1% of the population is a huge number of people.
And I have evidence to back this up. That people genuinely do not understand the size of fractions and percentages. Once upon a time, McDonald's...
The whole story, okay.
McDonald's started selling a burger that was a 1/3 pound instead of their quarter pounder.
Oh, yeah.
It was a 1/3 pounder. And it didn't sell very well at all.
Why would I pay more for less meat?
Because it was a little bit more expensive than the quarter pounder, because it's more meat. But people see 3 is less than 4. They thought, like the general public thought that the quarter pounder was bigger. So their 1/3 pounder that they started selling sold really poorly because everyone thought it was less meat. And so they took it off their menu. Like, people are that dumb.
That's really upsetting.
Yeah.
Very, very upsetting.
And
yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, so, no, people are stupid enough to be like 20%'s not that much.
Like, 20 doesn't seem like a big number. That's true. But out of 100?
No, that is a lot.
20%?
1 in 5.
That is
we had
a lot of
10 people at our house today. Imagine if 2 of those people were affected by something. And it was just our, like, family, basically.
Like,
that's a lot of the people.
Like, when there are 8 billion people in the world, 20% of that is a lot of fucking people, dude.
Yeah, that's...
Like, what
Yeah. Do you know what I really hate? This is kind of unrelated, but when you said 8 billion people in the world, it reminded me, I don't know if you've seen this video circulating, of this girl who's like, she's like, there are 10 billion people in the world. And Elon Musk has $20 billion, which means he could give us each $2 billion or something, like, whatever. It's satire. And it's clearly satire. I hate when people take something like that and then they're just like, women. And
they act like people are actually, they're actually stupid.
And they do this comment, women, and the little T thing people do. And
yeah.
I'm like, what? The fact that you think she's stupid in this scenario just proves that you're the
way
stupid
stupider.
one.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and the way she says it, you can tell. She's like, and that's not even the craziest part. Like, she's clearly playing it up, knows that the math is not accurate.
No, the whole thing with guys making fun of girl math, too, is...
Oh, I can't stand that shit.
Obviously, it's a joke. Obviously, I know it's not actually free if I use cash.
We know that cash is real money.
It's just a little thing we do to kind of make ourselves feel better about splurging on something. Yeah, it's just like a cutesy little, like... Well, it doesn't make the number in my bank account go down, so it just makes me feel... Oh, it makes me feel better about making this purchase. Yeah, like...
In my head, when I think cash is free, when I say that, what I mean is this money has already been withdrawn from my account. So
I've basically already spent it.
So I've already spent it. It's already out of my account. And, like, we know that, obviously, yeah, we still have the money. We're not fucking stupid. But, like, the fact that men don't understand what we mean, shows that they're just much stupider. Because I'm like, it's not that difficult of a concept. It's like... It's a silly, nice thing that just makes us feel a little bit better about spending when... Because, you know, whatever makes the world...
A little happier for you.
Feel better.
Know? Yeah.
Feel easier.
Who
Money
cares?
is one of the things that causes the most stress for the human population in the entire world. It is one of the number 1 causes of stress. So if there's anything we can do to make finances just feel a little more fun... Why not do it? It's not hurting anything.
We're not hurting anything, yeah.
Yeah, if I say... You know what? You want to know one of my girl maths?
Yes.
That I think?
I do. One of the girl maths that you think.
One of the girl maths that I think. Want to know one of the girl maths? Shut up. Okay, when I was working... Specifically, I did this a lot when I was working at the, like, collection agency I worked for. Because with bonuses and with the hourly pay, I was making roughly $20, maybe $21 an hour. And I had 15-minute breaks sometimes, which is 1/4 of an hour, which means it's $5, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And if, like, it's a break from work, so if I clocked out for it, then I wouldn't have those $5. But since it's a 15-minute break, I don't have to clock out for it. So it means that for my break, I get to spend $5 that I wouldn't have had otherwise if I had clocked out for my break.
Okay.
So every break, I can, like, go and get, like, a $5 coffee. Because I'm making that much money in that time. And it's... Otherwise, if I had clocked out for it, I wouldn't have that money, so it's free money.
That makes sense.
Because it's a break.
Yeah.
So that's my girl math. I'm like $5.
I think that's valid.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm explaining it right. In my head, it makes sense.
My girl math is that every time I take a break, I get paid about $14 an hour. Mm-hmm. So every time I take a half-hour break, I think I just spent $7 on taking a break.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I view it. I'm like, I'm spending money to take a break
See, sometimes girl math helps you stay in check. Because if I leave work early, I'm like, do I want to spend $15?
Yeah, exactly.
To just
if I get a shift
home?
covered, I'm like, I just spent like $80 getting a shift covered.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that too. I think of my I mean, time is money. I'm not the first person in the world to say that. But
time is money.
I just thought of a really cool, like, quote. You guys could, like, quote me on this, but, like, time is kind of money. When I say it, like, it's kind of money, it sounds like I'm saying, like,
time is kind of money.
Yeah, time is kind of fire. Time's kind of sick, bro. Time's kind of money.
What were you saying?
Time is gas. Time is money. That's what I was saying.
No, you were saying something else before that,
my
weren't
girl
you?
math.
There was something
I
else.
said my girl math. 15
you were
minutes
saying
gives me
something
5
else.
minutes I can spend to go get a coffee.
Yeah, no, I get that. That makes sense.
Because I didn't clock out.
Yeah.
So free money.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it? Is it my turn?
Oh,
or is it your turn?
You just shared your thing. What did you share?
What did I
Oh,
just
the
share?
20%. And then we started talking about math.
Oh, yeah. It's your turn now.
So, yeah, it is my turn. Okay, my next one, I'm going to have to give a trigger warning for. It does have to do with eating disorders. I just want to let that be known.
Okay.
Awesome. I'm sure you've seen videos like this. People have made the same format, and I actually like these videos. I like the sentiment. There are a lot of people on the internet who've dealt with eating disorders, and they sort of share. Wow, I can't talk. They sort of like share their story or things to help other people overcome it. Right? That's not an uncommon thing for people to do on the internet, and I like that. I am anti-eating disorder. I mean,
slay. Me too.
Not 100%. Like for other people though.
Okay, yeah, well,
not for
we're
myself,
not doing
though.
very great with that, on our own,
Anyway,
but like for other people. Yeah.
It's one of those videos that I'm sure you've seen that you're like, if you had a friend or family member that said they were hungry, you wouldn't give them this, would you? And it shows like a plain cucumber or a Diet Coke or a bowl of crushed ice or plain rice cake, right?
Yeah.
It's like you wouldn't give them this. So if
So
you're
give
hungry,
yourself something
why
better.
would you
Yeah,
give
okay.
yourself that? And then
Makes
it
sense.
shows them eating a cheese Danish or a pizza or like something that's gonna just make you
Actually
a little
fill your
happier.
stomach,
Yeah,
you know?
fill you up, tastes better, is gonna make you happier
Okay.
in the long run. That's the concept of the video, right?
Perfect. Sounds
And
cool.
nothing wrong with that. I think that's a
Yeah.
great sentiment. So, but the question that it asks is, you know, if your friend was hungry, what is it? You wouldn't feed them this, would you? And a lot of people answered that question in the comments.
Oh no.
Or like, why would you feed them this when you could feed yourself this? And someone said, because I want to be skinny, because some people actually like healthy food.
That is not the point.
Girl, I'm not saying...
If you're not somebody who struggles with eating disorders
no one's saying
and like
don't
understands
eat
this, then it's not
cucumbers.
for you. Also, yeah, you can eat cucumbers.
That's not the
you can eat a
concept
bowl
of
of
the
ice
video.
if you want to.
You can have a Diet Coke.
But that's not a meal. You
Yeah.
need more than that. That's
And-
the point.
Yeah, that's not... And also, because I want to be skinny, not a good reason. That
Yeah,
kind of
no.
just means you're probably not doing okay. Maybe you should
Yeah.
get some help. That's not really a good, like, justification. Like, obviously, because I want to be... We know that that's why you have an eating disorder. We know that that's the reason. That doesn't make it
to
okay.
come in on like eating disorders and like body
Yeah. It
shaming and just
gets
all
worse.
of that. It gets worse?
Oh, there are more comments.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that one wasn't the worst one.
Okay.
Yeah, then this guy named Ethan said,
Ugh, bad name.
because life isn't worth feeling shitty for hours just so you can have 30 seconds of joy to eat as much cake as possible.
Hey,
Not
if you
the point
only
of the
eat
video.
ice chips and cucumbers, you're gonna feel shitty also.
Yes. Yeah, A, having an eating disorder makes you feel shitty.
It's very shitty.
B, this
It's
video
bad.
isn't pro only eat junk. That's not what they said.
It's pro
You guys
eat
do
the
not-
things you like sometimes.
Yeah, it's just eat the things that are gonna fill you up, and like not. I don't know. It's
And also,
not that hard of a concept.
if your choice is between eating junk food and not eating,
yeah, junk
eat
food's
the
better.
junk food.
I'm
Junk
sorry,
food is better
but
than starving
a Big
yourself.
Mac is better than starving.
And
to
I say
death.
that as somebody who struggles with both, with restricting and with binging.
Yeah.
Binging is better. At the end of the day, it is better to eat something than to
I
not
agree.
eat at all. Like it.
I agree, but there's a surprising.
I don't know how that's so difficult for
There's a
people to figure
surprising
out.
amount of people on the internet who don't get that. That are
Ridiculous.
like, they still just see skinny equals healthy, and that's just not true. That's
So far from
so 100% not true. Anyway, there's one more comment. So this person answered the question like, would you feed them this? No, you'd feed them this, right? And they said, yes, I would, as in feed them the healthy, not healthy, sorry, feed them the low calorie things.
Okay.
Yes, I would. If someone tells me they're hungry, I'm giving them the food that I have and eat. I'm not going out of my way to get junk for them when I don't get it for myself. If someone wants to be fat and eat unhealthy crap, they can do so on their own dime. In my house, food that's good enough for me is good enough for them. Not the point.
I want to kill that person.
Not the point. You do not understand. We're not saying... Like, oh my god, this just
if all you have to offer is a cucumber, are you gonna go to the store and buy a bunch of food for somebody? No, that's not the point. That's not the premise of the video.
We're not saying if your friend, like if, oh my god, like if you're, I don't know, poor and you don't have a lot of food in your house and your friend asks you for food, you better go buy them a bunch of junk food. You better buy them cake and cookies and chips
all you have
and
is
fries.
Cucumber, that's not good enough. No, that's not what anyone said.
Like, it is so ridiculous, and there were so many comments
They
like
just
this
completely
where
missed the
people
point.
just don't get it. Like, that's not what we're saying. We're saying if you're gonna, oh god, it's just, I shouldn't even have to explain it. It's obvious. Like, you don't feed the other people that you love horribly restricting, unhealthy, sad meals. So don't feed yourself those things, you know? And maybe it's because the people are so stupid as to take the video very literally, where they just looked at the exact pictures that they had. And the pictures they had, they weren't things that were unappetizing. They had, like, you know, cucumber, like I said, cucumbers, Diet Coke, rice cakes, not stuff that's gross or anything. It's just, if you're eating that for your whole meal, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They're saying, this isn't a meal. If you're inviting someone over for dinner, you're not going to sit them down with a plate of cucumbers. So that can't be your dinner.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that to the people you care
As someone
about.
who has
They'd
had
do that to you.
cucumbers and rice cakes for a full meal multiple times before, it's not filling. It's not satisfying.
It's not a meal.
It's not great.
Because these people are taking it so literally, like, yeah, cucumbers are a great snack. Not
I
what
love
we're talking
cucumbers.
about.
Cucumbers
We're
are delicious.
talking about
Not the
in your
point.
entire day, all you eat is a cucumber.
Gosh, okay.
Okay, we'll stop talking about it because eating disorders make you really...
Yeah, I want to move on.
Yeah. Anyway, that one made me so mad. I was like scrolling through the comments for way longer than I should have, because you know when something makes you mad, but you for some reason can't stop taking
I know
in.
exactly what you mean.
I'm like, I need to stop absorbing this.
Okay, let's move on to one that's just really goofy.
Yeah, let's do that. We need
this
something
one was
lighthearted.
Just, again, just people being like so dumb. And
Also,
I'm like,
if you guys need help with eating, we'll put in the comments of this video like hotlines or something you could call, or like help or websites.
Anyways, so this one was just a case of somebody being like really dumb and having weird expectations. Anyways, so
was it me?
No, so, and I don't know if they were fully serious. It seemed like they were though. But anyways, so it was this video of, so Jungkook from BTS recently released a new song. It's called 3D, and it's very sexual. It's definitely a song about sex.
Is it the one with Zayn?
No.
He's doing one with Zayn that's called,
it's with Jack Harlow.
Oh, the one with Zayn is called literally like take your clothes off or something ridiculous.
No,
that's not what it is. But it's something sexual.
Something like very obvious.
Yeah, or it's like
no.
on the down low or like something weird like that.
No, so his new song 3D, it was this video of these two guys doing a dance like cover to it, but it was like their own original choreography. Mm-hmm. And it was very sexually explicit, like very homoerotic, like simulated sexual like sex acts, like very obviously gay sex dance, right? We get it. And one of the people in the comments legitimately said, I hope Jungkook sees this and does the dance.
Well, that's not gonna happen, girl. If you know anything about the K-pop industry,
I'm like,
that's not gonna happen.
You know that there's absolutely a 0% chance that he's doing this, right? Like, are you actually, like, I am hoping that they were just joking. Yeah. But it didn't seem like they were. Just, like, by the tone of the way they said it.
I wouldn't put it past K-pop fans to say that as a joke, though.
Yeah. So it could have been a joke, and I totally know that that's a possibility. But if it is, on the off chance that it wasn't, dude. If
it is a joke, I actually think that's a pretty funny one. I really hope Jungkook sees this and does it. That'd be pretty sick.
But no,
that's
the tone really made it seem serious.
Commenting on like a super like homoerotic Dan and Phil fanfiction. I really hope that Dan sees this and does this, actually. That'd be really cool.
But no, I was just like, you are goofy. Okay. He's not doing that, but good luck with your weird expectations.
Go ahead and tag him, bestie. Good luck with that.
And if also, you guys, I also hope he sees it. I think his reaction would be hilarious.
If you guys don't know about like K-pop idols in the K-pop industry, they can't really do those kinds of
Yeah,
things.
no.
They don't have the freedom.
Definitely not if it's gay.
They don't have the freedom other celebrities have, where they could just see a TikTok and recreate it if they wanted to, if it was sexual or gay or explicit or whatever.
K-pop idols are
a lot of K-pop idols aren't even allowed
controlled by
to
their
be
companies.
shirtless at all. Even like just showing their abs, they can't do. They're not allowed to date even. At least not like publicly announce it.
Even
like they have a lot of strict
even
rules.
the song that he released, like it's pretty obvious that it's about sex, but it's still only like innuendo and like nothing.
Oh yeah,
straightforward,
they can't specifically say
like,
that. They
it's
have
still
to,
not explicitly about sex.
Yeah,
you know?
they have to kind of tiptoe around it or use metaphors if they want to speak sexually in their song.
Of course, in his other recent song, he said, "I'll be fucking you all night" or something.
Yeah,
like
but he
that,
released
so.
2 versions though.
That's true.
The clean one and not. But yeah, so basically, for someone to expect him to do that is that's just
And
never.
I know it's likely
happen.
that they were joking.
He'd literally get kicked out of his company. I think so.
For sure. Anyways, onward.
Okay, I think I only have one more.
I think I have 1, maybe 2 more.
Wait.
Yeah, I have 2 like small ones.
Oh my gosh, wait, I forgot about this one. Okay. This was a satire video it was a skit that was staged like at the beginning. What you think you're watching is like an informational, video about it was like about speeding and braking for pedestrians. Like, did you know if you go even 5 miles per hour slower, it gives you an extra, 100 feet of stopping distance and whatever. And it seems like it's just an informational little, be careful on the road.
Okay.
And that's how it starts. But then it twists where, this is ridiculous, but it twists where, if she had made the better choice, she would have stopped and not hit the pedestrian, but then the pedestrian is Hitler. And then at the end, they're like, sometimes pedestrians are bad people. Don't brake for pedestrians. So it's a skit, obviously.
Yikes, okay.
It's a joke. Clearly,
Yeah, okay.
This comment, I don't know what they mean. And this is why I tried to break this down for a really long time. I think I now understand what they mean, but I had to think about it for a long time. So after knowing what the video is, this is what the person commented. If she killed Hitler, we wouldn't know how bad Trump really is. What do you think that means? What do you think that means? Because what I think this person is saying is, I think that this person is anti-Trump, but pro-Hitler.
Kind of
this person is saying
sounds.
it's a good thing that Hitler lived so that we have the context to understand how bad Trump is. That is what this person is saying. On this stupid skit of a video, this is what they're commenting. And I seriously, I had to read this so many times. If she killed Hitler, we wouldn't know how bad Trump really is. So if she didn't kill Hitler, we wouldn't, oh, see,
That's a...
Yeah, if she didn't kill Hitler, then we... Wait.
Like the ultimate brain teaser.
Yeah. So, it's like, the thing is, you have to either be pro-Trump or pro-Hitler. You can't be against both in this sentence.
Yeah, not really. I
So,
mean, they're probably not
odds-
pro-Hitler, but they're pro-Hitler not dying.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Can you talk? Because I'm busy.
I don't know.
You can share. You don't have a.
Yeah, I guess I can just start my next one.
We just went silent. We can't really do that. It's a podcast.
No, okay, so this is partially about... Okay, so there's this trend. I don't know if you've seen it. I just saw it for the first time today.
Second?
Yes,
Sorry,
you can.
I just wanted to ask. This is unrelated to the podcast, but did you take all my stuff out of my cubby?
No.
Because I came home the other day and all my stuff was just out of my cubby, and Dad just sent me a picture of it and was like, "Can you please clean this up?" And I didn't do this.
Why would
Every
I do
time
that?
I come home, there's more stuff out of my cubby. I came home the other day and there were a few things of tea out, and I was like, "That's weird. Maybe Mom and Dad."
I
were,
looked
using my
through
tea."
your cubby the other day, but I didn't take anything
And then
out.
the next
I'm
day,
100% positive.
there was a book and some lotions out, and then some cups, and then these packages. Just every day, a few more things from my cubby just end up out, and I don't know why they're all out like that. I'm like,
What?
I can put it away because Dad just texted me. He was like, "Can you clean this up?" And I'm like, I can put it away. I don't know who took it all out because it just keeps showing up. But anyway, unrelated. But that's why I went
So
silent. I was
weird.
texting my dad back.
Okay, anyways. So, there's not really much more to say about yours. It's
No,
just confusing.
that's just a confusing comment. I should have looked at
Alright.
the replies, I think. That's what my
Yeah.
mistake was.
Anyways, so
Because maybe
mine
we could have
is...
gotten some clarity.
There's this trend on TikTok right now that I really hate. And a lot of people definitely seem to think it's not that serious, you're overreacting, chill out, but I don't know. I think it's not okay. It's this trend where I've only seen moms doing it. I haven't seen any dads doing it, but a parent usually, they'll be like baking with their kid. And it'll be like, they'll be like cracking the eggs into the bowl.
Oh, and they crack it on their kid's head?
Yeah, they crack it on their kid's head.
Yeah, I don't like
and
that.
first of all, you have to hit someone pretty hard with an egg to crack it.
Yeah.
And it definitely hurts those kids. All of the
Eggshells
kids look...
cut your skin.
Yeah, they can cut your skin and give you infections, first of all. So it's like legitimately dangerous. But also, all of the kids look so hurt
They look
and
so
betrayed.
confused as like why
and
their
they're like, that
parents
was
would hit
not
them.
nice. Like some of the kids who are like old enough to articulate their feelings
Yeah.
are like, that wasn't nice. Why did you do that?
Can I say something?
And then, yeah.
I usually try my best not to judge like parenting.
No, I judge parents. I don't even care.
No. I try hard not to because the stuff that I see people judging people on, I'm like, you guys need to chill out.
Yeah, well,
people
a lot
are
of stuff
doing
doesn't
their best.
deserve judgment, but-
And one of the things I have actually is people judging parenting where I'm like, you guys need to chill.
Yeah.
Like you guys are being ridiculous. But this is one of the things where I'm like, don't
And like,
do
you're literally
that
hurting
to
your kid. And they just look so upset.
And it's not like there are some things where it's like people will try to do something to their baby or their kid just to see how they'll like react, like funny silly things.
The ones where they like fake bonk their head and then they act all upset.
Yeah.
That's kind of cute.
and like
That's
just
funny,
getting like
whatever.
a funny reaction out of your kid, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But the thing with this is you know exactly how they're
You're
gonna
literally
react.
exploiting your child's pain.
Yeah,
for
I'm like, you already know how
TikTok
they're gonna react.
views.
You're hitting them in the head and they're
Yeah.
a child.
And
That's
like,
not like
And then they always like act like it's okay because they're like, look, you can do it to me now. Like, but like, it's still not okay that you did it to them in the first place.
Yeah,
They're not
and, like,
nearly
what
as
is
strong
that
as you. They're
teaching?
not
If
even
someone
gonna be
hits
strong
you,
enough
then
to
just
break
hit them back
the egg
and you're
on your
even?
head. Like, no, you're not teaching your kid anything good here. And then so the first video that I saw about this was a woman responding to it and saying, hey guys, this is not okay. But so many of the comments disagree with us. So many people think this is not a big deal. You guys need to chill. Like,
I don't know. I mean, I've never
It's-
had a kid, but I just don't hit your kid.
Don't crack eggs on your kids'
Even if
heads.
you're just doing it
Someone
as
do
a-
it really hard too, and then they got yolk running down their
Yeah.
face, and I'm like, that's just mean. And they like bust up laughing. They think it is the funniest
thing.
thing ever.
I don't know. I think that they think it's okay because it's like a kid, and so they're like, "Oh, just getting a funny reaction." Imagine doing that to like another adult. If someone cracked an egg in my face,
I'd be really mad.
I'd be so mad. That stinks. That's
messed
gross.
up.
It's really hard to clean off. It's
Or
gonna hurt.
one
It
person
scratches.
made the comparison.
It's not funny.
If your kid was at school and another kid did that to them, you would want that kid suspended.
Yeah.
You would be really
Or
mad
imagine
at
if
that
another
kid.
adult did that to them.
Do
Well,
not be your own kid's
why
bully.
are you
Like,
as an
that's
adult doing
ridiculous.
that to them?
Yeah, like
Yeah. That's
ugh,
stupid.
it just makes me mad.
That's stupid.
And the number of people that disagree with us and think it's okay is infuriating.
Okay, well, the thing that this parent did in my video is not that bad, and
Okay.
they just said bringing my daughter through the Halloween section at Target for the first time.
Okay.
That's it. People were mad about it,
Wow. Okay.
and it was mostly religious people who blamed
Oh
her
my.
for exposing her child to demons because of Halloween.
Halloween is like too woke now or something.
No, it's demons,
Demons.
like actual demons. Like the Christians actually believe in demons. I forget people actually believe in those sometimes because I am so like, I'm a skeptic at heart.
One of my coworkers
And the spirits and demons,
wholeheartedly believes that we have a poltergeist at our store, and I'm just like, you're dumb.
I'm like, if you
You're dumb.
believe in those things, it's fine because it's not affecting anyone else until you start pushing it on to other people, and then you're like,
Yeah.
you're exposing yourself to demons. Chill, it's my life, and I don't believe in them.
But
So-
like, how so? Is there any more detail
Okay,
here?
so in the video, she's just carrying her daughter through the Halloween section at Target. That's it. That's all she's doing. Halloween is a holiday that kids celebrate. Exposing your child to Halloween is not a negative thing.
No,
But
it is not.
I think the little girl in the video, they don't show what she's looking at, but you can see just like Halloween decorations around them. And the little girl got scared at something. It could have literally been like a little bat or maybe a mask or something, like
Yeah.
not anything that bad, but she just got a little spooked. All she did was go, oh, and then she paused for a second and then she cried a little bit and then she was like fine. And kids
Okay.
get scared at everything and cry at the randomest things.
I saw a video today of...
You're not traumatizing your child by showing them Halloween costumes.
You know, I saw a video today of this little kid, like, who saw, like, skeleton dogs, like, in the Halloween section. And he pointed to him and said to his dad, like, dogs. And he was like, yeah, they're dead. And then the kid just, like, blood-curdling screamed. And, like, it was funny. It's
See, and
just,
that's
like,
the thing is, you never know when how
whatever,
kids are going to react.
you know?
There are some kids who love scary stuff. You know those little kids that, like, love, like... Have you seen the, there's a video I saw recently of a girl who was, like... Someone was, like, took my, like, daughter to the Halloween store, and she was so excited. She was wearing, like a Michael Myers, is that his name?
Probably.
Like, mask, and had, like, a chainsaw, and she was so
Yeah.
excited about it. Because she likes scary stuff. Because
Yeah.
kids are weird. Kids have the weirdest...
Kids are weird, dude.
interests. They'll pick up the randomest
Kids make
things
their
where, like...
Barbies scissor each other.
Like, kids will have, like, a random
Sorry, too far?
fixation. Maybe. We'll have a random fixation on, like... I've seen kids with, like, the weirdest things. They're like, oh, yeah, he's just really into traffic cones right now. Like, just random stuff, because kids are weird.
Yeah.
And this girl was just, like, loved scary stuff. And so the mom was like, first of all, I think taking your kid through the Halloween section at Target is not bad. But also, it's her first time. And
It's a completely neutral act.
yeah,
honestly.
and it's like her first... This is the picture of the girl. Like, she was a little
Okay.
spooked, but she's not going to be traumatized over
yeah,
it.
no, she will
But
not remember this in like 2
People would
days.
not let the mom, like... down. Like, they were
Gosh.
tearing her to shreds over this. But also, like I said, it's the first time, and you have no idea. She could just... There are kids who will look at something disgustingly gory and scary and giggle because they just don't understand it.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're looking at. Right? Kids will laugh. Some kids will scream.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know. So it's the first time. You don't know how she's going to react.
And, you know, they could find a newfound love for dressing up and Halloween and scary
Yeah.
stuff, or they could get really scared. You never know.
This person said, evil spirits are real. Demons are real. So introduce your sweet, innocent baby to this and watch how those spirits will follow her in her life because you thought it was funny. Stop this and pray over your children and teach them who Jesus is before Satan blinds their minds.
My thing here is that this could absolutely be a Christian woman, too. Like...
Oh, yeah, you have no
Christians
idea.
celebrate Halloween. It's not an anti-Christian holiday at all.
We grew up in a Christian household and I dressed up every Halloween.
Yeah, like, what? What?
And so...
And, like, to believe that there are demons in the Halloween section at Target, like...
That's crazy.
What? That's insane.
Yeah, and, like, you don't even know what it was the girl saw. I'm telling you, kids will get scared at anything. She could look at a mask of a bloody, gory zombie and laugh, and then look at... like a little fluffy dog and get scared for some reason because kids don't understand
Kids are
anything.
weird.
She's
Could've just
also
been
like
a basic skeleton.
She's also like
you
an
expose them to what a
18-month-old.
skeleton looks like.
she's literally like an 18-month-old. She has no idea what she's like comprehending. She just got spooked at something. But people are being so dramatic about it. This person was like, a baby knows evil spirits when they see them. Girl. And this person was like, not even 5 minutes in, and the baby knew it was evil. Lord, protect her, guide her, and keep watch over her. Look, I don't want to come on here and just make fun of religious people.
I do.
Because there are some religious
Sorry.
people that
Kidding.
are totally
Love you guys.
fine and they have beliefs that are theirs.
Yeah, no.
And that's important to them and that's okay. But it's like, when you get to this level where you're crazy judging another person's parenting because you legit think that they just exposed their daughter to evil demons and spirits and you're in their Instagram comments like praying over their soul,
Yeah,
you've lost it.
That's weird.
You've gone too far.
I think the what about me effect that I was mentioning before has definitely affected religious people a lot. That it's like if you see someone who's not religious, it's somehow a personal attack on you.
Yeah, I'm like, that's
and
not...
you feel like they feel this crazy need to like change.
So
them
because
or
this
something.
mom isn't doing what they would do, they're
And,
like
this is not against most
it's
religions.
my job
like,
to stop this. Like,
Ugh.
oh yeah, this one says, baby knows to stay away from demons. Mother doesn't seem to get that quite yet. Y'all are the worst.
There are not demons in the Halloween aisle at Target.
Yeah, yeah. But there, all of these
I
people.
can say that
and
with 100%
and it's not even like,
confidence.
oh, there were a few like this. It was like the majority of these comments were this way, and I was like, this ended up on the wrong side.
I always feel bad for people who just like somehow their videos find
just
the
ended
exact
up on the wrong
group of people.
Yeah, and it's always funny because I'm like, how did I find my way here? How did Instagram think I was one of these people?
That's always interesting.
Yeah, because I'm like, she didn't do it. She took her baby to Target. Calm down. Like what are you?
Dude, I can't do it
But
anymore.
you're thinking like, what? She didn't put her baby in the middle of one of those, what are those like star things that they use for like seances or whatever?
Oh, Yeah, I know what they called. I don't know what they're called.
She didn't put her baby in the middle of it and starts to try like
She didn't like do a Ouija board with her kid.
Yeah, even if she did, honestly, I wouldn't care. Hilarious. Personally, I'd be like, whatever. But I could understand at least maybe that's a little too far. Like, she's not doing that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, I don't know.
That's crazy.
She didn't bring her baby to a medium to try to get the baby to speak to dead people.
All right, okay.
She took her baby to Target. That's the only one I have.
This is ridiculous.
Well,
okay, I have one more.
55 minutes, so.
Like, a lot of mine weren't actually about comments. I didn't really
well,
stick with
while you talk about it, I'm going to pull up our stats so we can talk about them after.
My last one was, I sent you this video too, and every video I've seen about this is people saying, you're stupid, you're ridiculous, what the hell. But it's actually these two girls doing a podcast.
Ooh, us.
Just like us, except they're not. They're stupid. And one of the girls says, I love my mental illness. And the other girl says, I love my mental illness too. It makes me me. I wouldn't be myself without my mental illness.
Okay, here's the thing. Saying, like, I wouldn't be myself without my mental illness, I understand that.
That's fair.
There's a sense of, it's part of your identity.
Yeah.
Saying you love it,
you want to have it,
it inhibits me severely.
It's very clear at that point that you probably don't actually have a mental illness, and you just say you do for attention.
Think it's like a quirky thing, like a trend.
Like, no, Lauren and I both struggle with mental illness on a pretty intense level. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm intense.
Yay.
But I'm not happy about that.
Like, it's rough. It is really, really, really hard, and I would love to not be depressed. Actually, I would love to not be anxious all the time. That'd be great.
Do you know what I would give? Like, what I would trade in my life to not have intrusive thoughts?
Yeah.
Do you know how much that would change about my life? It would make me, like, a different person in the best way. Like, I think I'd be more confident. I think I wouldn't be so afraid to make commitments to things. I would, like, so much about my life would change. I can't imagine someone being like, I love my intrusive thoughts. Then they're not that bad, girl. Yeah. They're not really intrusive thoughts. They're just thoughts. Because if you're intrusive thought, like, people who mix up impulsive thoughts and intrusive thoughts piss me off.
That pisses me off,
because I'm like, no, dipping your finger in the wax of a melted candle is not an intrusive thought.
Intrusive thoughts are things that you do not want to do.
No, intrusive thoughts are like, what if I'm secretly a racist pedophile murderer?
Yeah.
And I just don't know it. Like, they're not fun. No. They're not fun things in your head.
I have not struggled with them nearly on the level that you have, but I have at least some idea, and it is not fun. It's
saying I love my mental illness is crazy.
I don't.
Sorry, I have my light is on a timer in my room. It keeps going on.
I feel that way a little bit about my ADHD. My ADHD makes up my personality a lot. Wow, I cannot talk. Personality a lot. Like, when I was on ADHD meds for a while, I did not feel like myself. That's true. When I got rid of my ADHD, I was not I didn't get rid of it ever while I was on meds, but you know what I mean. I was not me. You even noticed that you were like, you are so boring, and like, you kind of seem sad and like weird on your meds.
Well, I was on an SSRI for my anxiety and depression before, and it just wasn't, well, I've taken a couple of them. The first one, I mean, this is TMI, but whatever. It's my podcast. I can say what I want.
We got like 5 listeners.
It's severely, actually, we have a lot more than that.
Ooh, slay.
Oh, that's not the right thing, but yeah, we have more than that. Anyways, it's just like severely affected my sex drive. Yeah. Which, like, I don't know how to explain it, but when it's like, it feels more depressing. Because as stupid as it sounds, I mean, that is something that, this is gross, whatever, brings serotonin to people. It's just fact. Yeah. It brings serotonin, dopamine boost. It just is. And so, if you don't have that, like, at least sometimes, or especially if you, like, try to and you can't, that's really, really, really just depressing. Yeah. And it's like, okay, this is just, my body's just not feeling happy. Yeah. And then the second one I tried just gave me, like, the worst headaches and nausea all the time. And I was like, this is not worth it. I would rather be depressed than puking every day. So.
Yeah, but, like, are there parts of my ADHD I would love to get rid of? Obviously. I wish I was a more functional person. I wish I had a better sense of when I'm being too loud or too annoying. I
think it is a big part of your personality, though.
But it does make me me. With my depression, though, 100% get rid of it. I'm done. Yeah, depression. Get it out of here.
Anxiety too.
No, I don't want those. I don't want to be anxious every day.
I'm ever gonna have like a cure to my anxiety because, like I said, like I've tried to do SSRIs, and that's something you can take every day that's consistent, and it helps over a long period of time to like consistently lower your level of anxiety. And I can't take those. I've tried multiple, and I just can't. They feel numbing.
Yeah.
But what I do now is I have a pill that's like take when needed. Mm-hmm. And so it helps when I get a panic attack. Because I tend to get panic attacks that just come out of, they're out of nowhere, you know? And I can't control them. There's not anything that triggers them. They just sort of happen. So I'm never going to be able to like, I feel like I'm never going to be able to stop those from happening. I can take a pill that'll help it once it already started. But I'm never going to be able to like, and I hate that. I hate that that's something I'm going to have my whole life.
Yeah.
And like, they're the worst. Like, I don't know what it feels like for you if you ever have anxiety or panic attacks. Mm-hmm. But
not as much as you do, but I do sometimes, yeah.
And I know they feel different for everyone. Mm-hmm. Nathan describes his like there's literally an empty hole in his chest. Like, he feels like caved in.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm physically like fading away. Like I feel like I'm actually like not just losing consciousness, like passing out, like losing consciousness, like losing my life.
Yikes.
Like it feels like my life is being, like, you know, in Harry Potter when the Dementors like sucking their soul out of them? That is how I feel. Like it feels like my soul is being sucked out of my body.
I feel more the way you described for Nathan.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot of people describe it that way too. I know it's different for everyone, but it, like, and it's weird because it's like I have so little energy. Mm-hmm. Like I can barely move. I feel so just dead when they happen. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like I have this insane amount of adrenaline and fear inside me because I legitimately feel like my life is leaving me.
Yikes.
And it's the worst feeling. Like it is the worst. Anyway. So no, I don't love my mental illness.
You?
No, I would love to not have those. Are you kidding me? Yeah. If that never happened to me again in my life, I would be...
I think that'd be pretty great.
I would be so happy. Yeah. I have so many health problems, mental and physical, and I don't want any of them.
Yeah. For me, my depression is worse than my anxiety, and my depression's been really bad recently.
My depression's been on and off, but yeah.
But, like, I have days where I hate everybody, and I'm just angry at everybody, including the people that I love the most in the world, including you, including Mom.
Sometimes Annie hates me.
I have days where I literally do not want to have anything to do with anybody, and then the next day I'm like, oh my, I was so mean to you yesterday, dude. I am so
and
sorry.
All she wants is someone to be near her and have a companion.
Then I go to my parents' house for Sunday dinner, and after everyone leaves, I have a complete emotional breakdown, and I sob for like a full hour in front of them while they just stand there like, what the hell do I do right now? And they're, you know, I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to be sad all the time. I don't want to not be able to get off my ass and do important things.
Can we as a society de-glamorize mental illness?
Oh my gosh, it has been such a problem. We got to the point when we destigmatized it, and then we just kept going. Yeah. Until it somehow eventually became a positive thing.
Because the thing is, something
to brag about or something. To one up other people. Like,
mental illness is something that, honestly, most people that I know deal with in some way or another. At least everyone has something. Extent,
yeah.
And so at the beginning, it sort of was that to just like normalize, like, hey, this is something everyone deals with. Yeah. And then it started to be like,
if you don't, you're lame. And you don't know what it's like.
It got to a point where it's like, everyone should have mental illness. Like, I'm so quirky and you should want to be like me because I'm autistic, or I have ADHD, or I have OCD, or
the weird I'm so depressed fetishization of ADHD and autism and mental illness and OCD and all of this crap.
That's not to say that you can't accept it as a part of your identity and grow to, I don't know, love and understand that part of yourself better.
But you can also hate the fact that you have depression. Yeah, that's also fine.
But going on the internet to say that you love your mental illness,
that's so
makes me
weird.
Think that to you,
that's so weird. And I honestly don't believe you that you're actually mentally ill when you talk about it that way.
Yeah,
maybe that's messed up that I'm saying that. But
I think there is a confusion that happens with people who like clinical depression versus being depressed sometimes. Everyone gets depressed sometimes. That doesn't mean you have
I
depression.
don't even think that mine is on the level of, like, clinical depression, but, I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty bad. I haven't ever been to a therapist, so it might be. I'm not sure, but...
I don't know.
I'm not going to claim that it is because I don't have that diagnosis.
And I'm not saying people can't claim that they have mental illnesses because it's like, no, you just want to be part of the trend. No, it's fine to have that as a part of your identity.
Diagnosis is a privilege, too. Not everybody has the opportunity to get a diagnosis.
Right, and if you do choose to self-diagnose from things that you've researched on your own, I think that that's okay.
Yeah.
And I just don't act like it's a fun thing or that people should be jealous of you for it. It's not a fun thing.
It's not fun.
But it's okay that it's not a fun thing. Yeah. It's okay that it's hard for us. That's why we want to. That's why we want to talk about it as a community to help each other with these things that are hard.
Yeah.
It's not something to be like, this is so fun. Let's all have fun with this.
Yeah.
No, they're struggles. Let's help each other with this.
When you're having a conversation with people about it and they're like, yeah, well, mine got so bad that blah, blah, blah. Oh, mine was so bad. This is a common
not
thing
a
with
competition.
Eating disorders. People are always trying to, like, one-up each other with how bad their eating disorder got at a certain point. And I'm like...
It's not a competition.
Dude, it sucked for both of us. That's all we have to say. Like...
Yeah.
It totally is possible that it was worse for you, but, like, chill. We're both suffering.
I'm not a doctor, especially not a mental health doctor, and I don't know the right or wrong things to say, and I don't want to accidentally offend someone, because I know this can be a tough topic, but I really want people to stop glamorizing it, but it's okay to keep normalizing it.
Yeah.
Because it is a common thing.
It should be normalized, but we've taken it too far. That's
it is a common thing, and I think that it should still be talked about. I think that you should still spread awareness about your own mental illnesses or the mental illnesses that you know about or people in your life have or whatever. It's totally fine to talk about it. I'm not saying, like, stop acting like everyone has this and that. It's not that. It's just, don't be saying you love it. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's...
I have OCD.
I saw that video during, like, a really bad depressive episode, too, and it just made me infuriated.
Yeah,
it made me so mad.
If I heard someone talking like that about something that I have...
Yeah.
Like, if someone ever said to me, like, I love my panic attacks, I think I would kill them. I think I would slap them in the face.
It makes me feel so fun and special, and, like, I get so much attention when I have a panic attack.
I would kill them, because I'd be like, I don't know, I'd honestly probably just think, well, it's probably not a panic attack then, because they're not...
Yeah, it's not
an enjoyable experience. I've
had a few, like, legitimate panic attacks in my life, and it's not... I have a lot of just, like, generalized anxiety most of the time, not really bad enough to...
Mine...
to describe as
make
a panic
me
attack,
go nonverbal because I have just like literally so low energy. I can't move. I just start crying without even like making sound. The tears are just like streaming from my face, and I'm kind of like frozen in bed until Nathan notices that something's wrong. Notices I haven't moved or that I'm like crying just laying there, and he has to like get my pill for me that I literally can't even lift to my face. Like he puts it in my mouth. Like it's so bad. I don't want to keep talking about it. We've talked a lot.
Yeah, this is a really long episode. This is like, I think we're at an hour already.
We're at an hour and 7 minutes. I think this is our longest episode.
Guys. You don't have to listen this far.
We have a lot of opinions, obviously.
Yeah, this is kind of a heavy episode, too. I didn't really expect it to get heavy.
We didn't talk about that many heavy things. We talked about eating disorders, Hitler, 9/11, mental illness.
Is that the name of this episode? Eating disorders, Hitler, and 9/11?
No, that is not. I think it's going to be called
out at the end.
Problematic Instagram comments.
Yeah, that's better.
I think that's what we'll call it.
It's a little better.
But now I kind of want to call it Hitler, eating disorders, Hitler, and 9/11. We can just call it eating disorders and 9/11.
No.
We can take the Hitler out. Hitler's maybe too far.
Still no.
What else did we talk about?
Let's not put eating disorders in the title.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
Do put a trigger warning in the description, though.
Okay. I don't think anyone reads the description before listen to the episode, but okay. Anyway, so our statistics,
like posting this. Episode, why are we still doing this? Okay.
Well, episode 10, celebrities we hate. It has had 14 downloads so far.
Lovely.
And I'm surprised because, downloads. Sorry, 15 total. And I'm surprised because I thought that would be a much hated one. I don't check
Yeah,
if
it
we
was
get
controversial.
I actually don't check our YouTube to see if we have comments on there, and I should. Sorry, if you guys want to comment on the YouTube videos, you can. I'll go through and see if we've gotten any comments thus far, because that one I thought was gonna be hated, but we got 15.
Anywhere where you badmouth Taylor Swift, you're bound to get.
Yeah, that's
some
a risky
hate.
thing to do. But our girl dinner one, the one we did right before
Girl dinner.
that became our second most downloaded one ever. 21.
Girl dinners pretty quickly turned into glamorizing eating disorders. That was fun.
Yeah, not what we meant for that to be.
No, not cool. Anyways,
We talked about girl math in this one.
True.
Maybe I'll call it that because that's the trending topic and we can get more fans.
so true.
More dumpsters. All right, what's your song, Rick?
Oh, poopy.
Mine is Got Me Started by Troye Sivan. Was that mine
You
last
just
week?
got me
No, because
started.
it hadn't released
Wasn't
yet.
that mine last week?
No, it hadn't released yet last time
Are
we
you sure?
recorded. We recorded on September 22nd, and it was released maybe like that night or something. You
Whatever.
just got me
Who cares?
started.
Okay, you're not gonna like this.
Go home alone already.
Because, you know, the American group that just debuted under JYP Entertainment?
I don't like them.
I actually really like their music.
No, they make me cringe. They look fake.
I don't really care, but I really like their music, actually.
Okay.
I think it's really good. They're called Vicha.
They look like a group of fans that got into the building on accident.
You can be a girl group that's not all Asian. There's nothing wrong
No,
with
I know that. It's just like, I don't know. They just look wrong. I'm going to get canceled for that.
That's weird. I disagree with you. Anyway,
I just think it's weird to be under JYP. Like, if JYP had a building in, like, America or something, if you're wanting to make an American group, that's fine. But, like, they're promoting in Korea.
they're mostly promoting in America, but they are based in Korea.
But they're based in Korea,
I don't
which doesn't
know.
make sense to me.
I like their music. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
It's giving, like, 2000s Disney Channel, and I love it.
Weird. Okay.
Like Disney Channel original movie, not TV show. There's a difference.
Yeah, Disney Channel.
But their
original.
song YO Universe is really, really good. And Go Getter.
Also,
both
your,
really good
your
songs.
recommendation last time was baby face, baby.
Oh, was it
girl,
Baby Queen?
Baby Queen, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mine, it wasn't. Sorry, Got Me Started by Troye came out like the day after we recorded. I remember because I had found out I had COVID, and then that morning I was laying there having nothing to do, and I waited for the countdown for the music video to be released. Shout out to the Shooting Stars sample in that, because I thought it was going to be weird, but I love it,
No, it's
actually.
grown on me and I'm obsessed, actually.
When it, like, changes the...
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Anyway, I'm excited for his album.
King Troy.
I think it's coming out October 13th or something, 14th maybe, in a couple weeks.
October 13th is when TXT's album is coming out.
And it's 10 full tracks, baby. And I'm excited. 2 of them have already been released, but I'm going to listen to it all the time. Anyway, that's all. This is a very long episode.
Really long.
We need to end
That's what
it.
she said.
Okay, wait, yeah, we'll end it. I was thinking of ending it on That's What She Said, but then I didn't.
Why didn't you?
Because I wasn't on the tab to close it. And I don't want to edit this out because that's way too much work. Bye.
Okay, bye.